we are still here with our couples and date expert, Tonya Jean from Love Spark Connection, who has really been showing us how to really reignite the light in our relationships.
Absolutely. Now, Tonya, when it comes to dates and even dating, there can be some topics and some situations that can get a little heated, wouldn't you say?
Very true, very true.
Okay, well, which is why we want you to kind of weigh in with us.
Okay.
We're going to give you a scenario, and you have to tell us if it's a date or if you hate it.
Okay.
Or just dislike it, you disagree, which would you prefer?
Right, and like just openly discuss it. So the first one we have, if you take a look at your screen, are we meeting our friends first or our family first?
Friends first always.
Friends first always.
Yes. Why is that?
Yeah.
Well, if we really think about when was the last time that you had met your person's parents, right? That is a very monumental step in a relationship, but also it can be very stress-inducing. So I think that the friends is a good soft introduction to ultimately your family, right?
Absolutely, and let me tell you, when I met my boyfriend's parents, you want to talk about stress? I was on the edge of my seat all week. But next question that we have for you is, who pays? The person who initiates the date or not? Which one do you prefer?
Okay. Deep down, there's a little old school traditional inside where I'm like, guy always pays. However, I'm bringing it in, and I would say whoever initiated the date, and then if you wanted to do something extra, I would say if that was your suggestion, then you would want to pay for that.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I can see that. I don't go back and forth too. Now, sometimes when you ask to like pay for half, like is that considered like an insult, do you think? Because sometimes guys are like, well, if you don't think I can pay for the whole thing, like and so it's just paying is just a touchy subject.
Yeah, what do you think about that, going half?
I mean, truthfully, honestly, it really starts with communication before the date, right? We have this conversation before we actually have the date. So that way when the date gets there, there isn't that awkwardness of like, am I paying? Who's reaching for the bill, right? And so one, communication is great for a relationship, but two, this is a great way to start that relationship with this very simple conversation.
I like that. Great way to lay the foundation. Yes. I think we have time for one more question. Let's see. Dinner at a restaurant or dinner at home? What are you thinking?
I guess it depends on the vibe that you want.
Okay.
That's my answer, right? Yeah. One of the things that we do is it's really creating a feeling and an ambiance. So the question is how do you want to feel while you're having this date? Do we want to be ultra romantic? Maybe we have it at home. Do we want to be adventurous and fun? Maybe we have it out.
And that all starts off with communicating as well to kind of get that vibe that you want.
Okay.
But we do want to mark our calendars because, you know, love is in the air right now, but love is in the air around Valentine's Day. Yes. So what's going on Valentine's Day?
So we are kicking off Valentine's Day with the Greater Lansing Valentine's Day Scavenger Hunt. And so what couples are going to do is they're going to follow clues and they're going to be able to contain and get all of the things that they need for Valentine's Day staples. And then also we have an end activity for people too.
Ooh.
I cannot wait. Tonya, thank you so much for joining us here today. And again, you work with couples and people who may be just starting out in the dating world too, who need a little bit of extra help. We're going to have your information listed below. Plus, we're going to have that online too tonight. So thank you so much again for joining us and adding that little spice and spark.
Spice and spark.
Anytime.
Yes.
Thank you.
Too fun. Well, don't go anywhere just yet.